Hello, everyone, and welcome in to your NFL pregame show. He is Sterls for the girls
Every day, all day.
every day, all day. He tries not to
Every
be
day, all
sometimes. We
day.
have conversations about the times when he tries not to be, and he can't. He's just Sterls for the girls. You know what I mean? There's nothing we can
I'm
do
he-
about it.
I'm just here for the people. That's it.
I don't think that's necessarily true, but whatever. Shit's
How
falling
are you
down in my
doing?
house. Dude, I'm a disaster. I'm a total mess.
Well,
How are you
that's
doing?
typical, but what's different about your disaster today?
That's what I'm saying. Nothing. There's nothing different about it. No, you know what my biggest thing is right now?
What's that?
So here in Colorado, it is snowing like crazy. And we always get a pre-Halloween snowstorm. That's not strange, right? Like that's not weird.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to know it's coming. But
Right.
I got a two-wheel drive car, and I got to go do a post-game show today at the radio station that I do not know if I'm going to be able to get there for. So that's my biggest thing
Ooh,
right now.
oof. That's
Yeah,
tough.
yeah, yeah, man. How you been? I feel like, well, I guess it hasn't been that long since we talked, but I feel like it's. You know why? It's because we had a Bills game in between this
That's right.
show and the last time we talked. Two Bills
Because
games,
like
I guess, is what
I
it really
check in
is.
with you throughout the week to make sure you're all right.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We say what's up, make sure everybody's doing good. But but yeah, we had two Bills games between then and now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
as always, on your NFL pregame show, we'll talk about whatever you want. If you got fantasy questions, you got betting questions, you want to come through with a survivor pick, hit us up. Jump in the chat. Let us know what's going on. But before we get there, since we had two Bills games, let's take a second and talk about our Buffalo Bills, Sterls.
Let's talk about it. You know, they got back to the basics, right? Going
If
11.
I was gonna say if the
Dawson's
basics is
hurt.
going 11, then sure, yeah, okay.
It looked good. A little up tempo. Like that's the offense that I think Bills fans want to see, right? Like up tempo. I don't care if it's in 12, 11, 10. The pace just needs to be changed. There needs to be a sense of urgency. I like what I saw. He spread the ball
hold on,
around.
hold on, hold on. But that is the key to me. What you just said. There needs to be a sense of urgency. This team plays like a team that already won a Super Bowl and is like, we'll turn it on. We'll start playing when the games matter. Like we'll play
Mm.
in the playoffs. Bruh, you ain't won nothing yet. You ain't won nothing yet. And every year when you talk about why you ain't won, it's because you had to go to freaking Arrowhead. That's the
Oh
general
yeah.
excuse that we get. So
Yep.
what are we doing here? Play with the urgency of a team who hasn't won anything yet because you ain't won shit. And guess what? The window on this first group of Josh Allen teams is closing.
Ooh, I like
Josh,
I like the way you coined that because that's so true. It is closing. Like,
I mean, listen, we saw Elway in his second act win his first Super Bowl, right?
mm-hmm.
But Rod Smith, Ed McCaffrey, Terrell Davis, they were not with him on his first Super Bowl window, right? Like
Right, right.
you are dangerously close to counting on buying in on a second window for this quarterback to get him a Super Bowl. And he's good enough to win one. Ain't no doubt about that. But you better do it or else you're starting to sound like the Texas Rangers.
Can I ask you a question? Like you just made a comment that just kind of hit home. Do you feel like the organization is has a lack of urgency altogether?
No, I wouldn't say a lack of urgency. I'd say they are too stuck in their rut about what they believe they should be doing. So, by that I mean Bean and McDermott believe that it should be the way that they think it is, which is hey, a guy's got to earn it. He's got to come to camp with us, all this kind of stuff. When in reality, if you can go get a Josie Jewell or an Alex Singleton, if you can go get a starter to add to this defense right now, who's lost 2 Pro Bowl players, or 2 All-Pro players, 1 Pro Bowl player, and Daquan Jones, who I think might have been the best of the 4 of the people that they lost.
He would have been All-Pro this year.
I just feel like with defensive linemen, you don't really get people like watching tape figuring out who the best defensive linemen are. It's just kind of a name game. So I would hope that he would have played like that and gotten that kind of accolade. He absolutely deserved it last year, by the way. But so you lose 4 guys who are incredibly important to this defense, and they're just like, we're going to fill it with people who have been here at one time or another. Like, no, bro. No. If you can get Aaron Donald away from the Los Angeles Rams, call. If you can get Pat Surtain away from the Denver.
Stop. Aaron Donald. Oh, my God.
Yeah, he's kind of like, you trade them Ed, though, if you do that, right?
Right. Well, no, I don't think you do that.
They're too similar. But anyway, that's not the point.
But yeah, I mean, look,
that's not the point.
Aaron Donald can do anything on the defensive line.
The point is, I just picked Aaron Donald to be like somebody that you can't deny.
Sure.
But like Pat Surtain, right? Like, if you can get a Pat Surtain in there and try to make a Super Bowl run, you have to freaking do it. And the Buffalo Bills will not. They won't do it.
Right.
Because they think that Elianku, because he spent camp with them, is a better fit for them than it would be if they added Aaron Donald. Like that. And it sounds stupid to say, but that is literally what they believe.
Bro, and people were getting excited about Elianku. Like, why? Y'all do realize that man's a practice squad player for a reason, right?
Yeah, like he got not only a practice squad player, but a practice squad player that the Panthers let go.
And the Falcons.
Like, come on.
Yeah, it just baffles my mind.
I don't know, man. I just...
Am I depressed now?
Yeah, right. And they won. They won on Thursday. Man, I don't know where that killer... I don't know why they have to lose 3 games to find that killer instinct. But to me, it's starting to feel a lot like Josh Allen talks about him in a game. He's like, I need to get hit once, right? Like I need to run the ball and take a shot, and then I feel like I'm in the game, which I understand. I used to ask to play kickoff return and kickoff when I was in high school because same thing. Like I want that first hit. Like let's smash somebody and then all right, we're playing football. I get it. This team needs that. And it feels like every year they lose some stupid games and we go like, oh, well, there's their wake-up call. How many fucking wake-up calls do you need? I'm like ready to throw shit. I'm pissed about it, even though they won.
Yeah, even though they won, it still doesn't feel good. Just because they should have blown them out. No, yeah, they should have blown them out.
I'm jumping all over you because I'm pissed about it.
No, you're good.
When's the last time you would say they played a good football game?
Miami.
A month ago. You haven't played a good football game in a fucking month, dude. Like, holy shit, think about that.
It's depressing. It's so depressing because it's like the ceiling that this team has. Like they literally can go to the Super Bowl and win it. They could. If they can get out of their own ass. Not only go to
the Super Bowl and win it, they could easily go to the Super Bowl and win it. Like, it's not even like thinking about, oh, well, this guy's got to have his best day, and this guy, you know what I mean? You need a little puck luck. Right. You need the ball fumbling. No, man, they could easily dominate every team in this league if they just wake up. But that's what's so frustrating about it. And then I'm seeing tweets online about like, hey, do you remember where we were 6 years ago? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, I was here for the drought, were you? So just be happy that they're winning. And it's like, you tell me to do that one more time, I'm gonna come over there and smack you. What a loser's mentality.
Right.
Like this is better than we've had in the past 20 years, so like we're just supposed to be happy with it. We shouldn't expect this team to live up to their potential. We shouldn't be
Yep.
wanting them to finish the job and hang a fucking banner. Like, oh man, I'm like, and it's one of those things where you don't necessarily engage on Twitter or whatever, but I want to lay into
Yeah,
a couple
it's
people.
where you say F the drought. Nobody cares about the damn drought. Like that was it's so long ago. New regime. How many new regimes have we had? But I'm a little tired of Sean McDermott. I ain't gonna lie. He's
All
getting
right,
on my nerves
so
now.
this is the NFL pregame show. You can ask us questions about any games. We're doing a little recap about the Thursday night game before we start running down our picks for the day. But yeah, I mean, he had, what was it, 4 cowardly punts on the last 4
Yeah.
drives, which any one of them, if you go for it and pick up a 4th and 2, 4th and 1, 4th and 4, you probably put an end to the thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, man. It's that conservative play calling where in the playoffs you hope that he changes it, but I don't think he will. I think that's just who he is. And
Yeah,
that's what scares me about him. And his philosophies. Like things change, people change, trends change. Can he change? It's a valid question, you know what I'm saying?
he's. I still question if he even changed after 13 seconds happened to him. Like
Right? I do
13
too.
seconds. That is one of the most traumatizing football things that you can have happen to you ever. And it was your fault. It was your fault. And still, at the end of games, every once in a while, I see them shell up and play shell defense. Now, listen, the scenarios are normally different. These guys shelled up and played a shell defense when they had timeouts left. So it's a little different. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I don't feel like he's changed from that. So why would he change from anything else? Like, he just.
I think he's the only thing that's holding him back from a Super Bowl.
Oh, I don't know that I'd go that far, but
What else can you point to?
Josh. I love the man. I do. I have waited for a franchise quarterback since I was 12. Okay? Like, I love the guy. But you want to look me in the face and tell me that his ups and downs are not too violent? You want to look me in the face and tell me that Ken Dorsey's not a problem? A guy who he advocates for, who he wanted hired as the play caller. And now part of me questions if in that scenario, if they want to change play callers, one, could they even? But two, when you hear him go on talk shows and say, like, I don't like studying the other team too much. And I do want to emphasize the too much point, is what he said. But he said, I don't want to watch too much film on the other team. I'd rather know what our guys are doing.
Is that he said that?
Oh, you didn't hear that?
No.
And I think Booger killed him for it. All the guys you'd expect to kill him for it killed him for it. And I understand what he's saying.
That's concerning. That's concerning.
I understand what he's saying. I want to understand what our schemes do. And then I want to know enough about the other team to know, are they running man? Are they running zone? Is it a 50-50 cover? Whatever, right? And then know how our play beats that defense. But does he want Ken Dorsey because he's his buddy and doesn't force him to do too much study? You know what I mean?
Oh, man. That's troubling.
It's a question you got to ask, man.
That's troubling.
And why he would invite a question like that is beyond me.
Yeah, I mean, as a quarterback, I think that's the last thing you want to say. You can never watch too much film. How can you watch too much film
I
as an
mean,
NFL quarterback?
uh, there's an argument to be made for paralysis by analysis.
Yeah, but at the same time, it'd be one thing if this guy had a Tyrod level type of turnover rate. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but it's another thing when you now he has the most touchdowns since he's been in the league, but he also has the most turnovers. And if you're and it goes further than that point. Look at it this way. When you talk about his health and nutrition, his working out in the off season or lack thereof, I think all that matters. Like for some reason, I feel like Josh has this mindset that it's the 80s and you can go sit on the couch and drink beer and then just get up and play an NFL game. So it feels like.
Thanks for the follow, Geo G Georgia Monkey. Thanks for the
Georgia
follow.
Monkey.
Feel free to hop in the chat. Let us know what questions you have for betting, fantasy, whatever today. Appreciate you
I
guys.
can't see the chat.
Because there's no chats yet.
Oh.
But it's there. It exists.
It exists.
Yeah, man, listen. If there's any position you can get away with it's quarterback. But at some point, it's gonna cost him a season. Like
I think it already has.
He's gonna no. I don't mean like in lost time. I agree with you there. I mean he's gonna get hurt at some point because his body's gonna start breaking down and he's not gonna have been taking care of it. And he better call his best friend Tom fucking Brady and be like, "How did you play 40 years in this league? Because he ain't gonna get there like this." You know what I mean?
Tom Brady's gonna say, "Get you a witch." Get you a witch.
Aaron Rodgers tried that and it hasn't worked so well. So
get some damn potions.
All right. Well, that's plenty on the Bills. I think they're.
All right. Now I'm depressed. Like I left this conversation like, what the fuck?
All right, so let's talk about some good things. Tell me what good things are going on in your life then, Sterls.
You know, my son had a little showcase last weekend. Basketball.
Oh, yeah?
The top 7th and 8th graders in the state got together for this showcase on an afternoon.
Nice.
And he was one of the standouts.
And he was a 10th grader that was just giving him the business, huh?
He was a little 7th grader out there working. You know, he was out there getting it. And there's a write-up on him. You want to hear it?
Oh yeah.
There's a whole article about a few of the standout players, and this is what they said about my son. Leonidas Furrow, 2029. Furrow has a diverse skill set offensively. He showed the ability to play within the flow of the game. Leonidas made the right plays throughout the showcase without forcing any action. His perimeter shooting is what sets him apart. So that right there is a proud dad moment.
That is a proud dad moment. Good for you.
Yeah.
So 7th grade is when they start recruiting him, is what you're telling me.
Pretty much.
He's already got Prime calling him. I see. I got you. All right.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. And I appreciate not only that your son is doing awesome, but I appreciate that you appreciate it. You know what I mean? Not everybody's got a dad out there who appreciates that, you know? So thanks for being a good dad too. You know what I mean?
Oh, I appreciate that, man. I mean, you know my son. Leo's humble. He's just a good kid altogether. Like, how can you not be excited for that kid?
I often question how a kid like that came from a man like you. But
Me too.
Spend a lot of time with his mom. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna roll a minute of ads here, so we turn off the pre-roll, and we will get into the Sunday 1:00 games and start flying through a little bit. So hang on just a minute.
I got a question for the
I'm sorry.
what do you call it?
I'm sorry.
The little questions.
You're bringing the commercial question of the day?
Yeah, I am.
By all means, my man. By all means.
Yeah. You just let me know when to drop it.
Right now, right? You got 46 seconds.
Okay. Commercial question of the day. What is your go-to comfort food in snow or inclement cold weather?
I mean, there's an easy answer here. Chili.
Don't say wings.
Chili.
Yeah.
Chili is your snow weather, and
Yeah.
it's interesting because clearly you have asked our guy David something about chili, because he goes, I got an easy day on the couch. How about you boys? Sturls, what up with the chili?
Dude, I'm
Literally
making
right before you asked that question.
Yo, I'm gonna make chili today. Chili and cornbread. I gotta go to the store though. See, that's the thing, like, I don't want to go to the store. I don't want to leave the house.
Bro, you don't have the stuff in the house?
No, I would have to go to the store and do it.
Rookie mistake, bro.
I know.
We knew
I didn't think it was gonna snow like
coming.
this. But not like this though. On the first snow, like, because the ground isn't frozen yet, it takes it's not like, but this is like a snowstorm. Like, this is like for real.
Welcome back to everybody who was in the commercial break, where we asked, what is your snowstorm comfort food? And Sturls and I both agreed that chili is the answer. David on YouTube also said braised meats of any kind and fresh bread.
Okay, but he's a chef.
Yeah, it's like, bro, it's not Game of Thrones. Like, turn it down a couple of notches. We're not King Richard the 15th. Braised meats of any kind and fresh bread. Fetch me my wine. Oh.
Dry aged for years.
But we love you, though. Yeah, chili was the easy pick, and I, believe it or not, have everything I need to make chili just like at the house for this exact reason. I know.
You were also one of those Y2K people, huh? You had like tons of canned goods and water stored up.
No, I'm a weird white guy in a lot of ways, but not that one. David says chili is basically a braised meat, stews at that. And it's like, bro, listen, we get it.
He does it on another level, though.
Yeah, like you're
we're common folk. He's like...
Yeah, like we start making chili because we've got some shitty meat we need to use up, kind of thing.
Yeah. We're not speaking the same language.
We ain't. He doesn't get it. I don't know why. Bad news, Sturls.
What's the bad news?
I had to deposit money into my BetMGM account.
That's every week for me. What are you saying?
Normally I bet well enough that I don't have to deposit money, but I was down to like $25, $30.
Oh man.
AKA I've been getting killed. So had to go drop some cash in the
you had to go drop some coin.
BetMGM account. Pay them off. All right. Falcons, Titans starting, you guessed it, William Levis. I don't even know if his name is actually William. It might just be Will. Billy Levis. At least that's what I heard. Did you hear something different?
Doesn't it sound like his name should be Sir William Levis of Leicestershire?
Yeah. I mean, the king of mayonnaise in your coffee.
Man, this game right here, you want to talk about, and I know the Falcons have a winning record, but you want to talk about the mediocre bowl or the
impossibly the Falcons have a winning record.
Yeah, or the we're gonna win this game very gritty. That's these two teams. The Titans are the poster childs of we're gonna win ugly every week when we win, right? And the Falcons are just trying to figure it out. I just think that, I don't know if you heard, but Schefter came out and said yesterday that they're not going to trade Derrick Henry. So,
yeah, I mean,
unless the Ravens come out with a crazy offer.
That's what you say to somebody when you need to, like, up the offer there, buddy. Right? Like, I'm not getting a good enough offer from you. So we're not going to trade him, and then all of a sudden the good offers come in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's one of those games where it's what, 2.5, 3 points?
2.5.
I want to say the Titans win this game.
Why?
Just because they're
Okay.
gritty. You
Hold
know what I'm
on.
saying? It's like
I,
it's at. Go ahead.
this is going to change your mind on who wins, and I just found confirmation, so I need to tell you before you make your pick. The Titans are wearing their throwback Oiler jerseys.
Ew. Well, though they.
Yeah, they're clean. Don't act like they're not clean.
No, they are pretty dope. You know, they're gonna win.
That's what I'm saying. Like this could affect your
Derrick
pick.
Henry looks so good in that uniform,
Look
bro.
at that. Can you see the screen?
No, I can't see the screen.
You can't see this?
No.
Why did I spend all this time to work to put it up?
Well, it sounds like you got to make better decisions in life, buddy.
Well, all our people watching get to see Derrick Henry in a Tennessee Oilers uniform.
Why can't we have nice things like that?
Bills aren't allowed to have throwbacks. You didn't hear about that? Anyways, all right. So who you picking? What you got? 2.5.
You know, I'm gonna go with the Titans. It didn't even change my pick. I think the Titans win this game. You know, I think it's a 24-17 style of win today for them.
Okay. Somehow the Atlanta Falcons forgot Bijan Robinson was on their team last week.
Does it surprise you?
And they had to answer all kinds of questions about it. Now, apparently, it's got something to do with some kind of, I don't know, headache thing that he had going on, but he wasn't on the injury report. So, like, I feel like they're trying to not get into trouble by saying, like, yeah, he was actually having concussion symptoms and we still gave him 2 touches and he really shouldn't have played at all. You know, all these things.
Yeah.
And David, I do make a really good chili. But I say all that to say that they are not going to let another game go by without Bijan Robinson getting actual touches. They're going to force feed him the ball today. And Will Levis is the starting quarterback going against them.
I'm still picking
Will Levis
Titans.
is the quarterback going against them.
Would you rather have Tyson Bagent or Will Levis?
Oh, God, neither. Do you know what's funny? Before the year started, I said there aren't a lot of teams that are unhappy with their quarterback position right now. A lot of teams either have a young guy that they still believe in, a draft pick that they're putting in, or somebody that they like. And all those guys that they put faith in at the beginning of the year, there are so many that are like, we need a new quarterback next year. It went from like 2 teams needing quarterbacks last offseason to there's going to be 20 open quarterback jobs this year.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot.
All right. I'm taking the Falcons. And screw your Will Levis.
Wow. Sir William Levis is not going to be happy with you.
Billy Bob Levis. Texans at Panthers. CJ Stroud, a 3.5-point road favorite. People have bought in on him as quickly as they, I don't know, fast. How's that?
Yeah, I like him. I like CJ Stroud.
I like him too.
Bryce Young, oof. That's all I got to say to that.
I mean, he's going to win a game, though.
Eventually, but not today.
I don't even know if he's playing today. Is he playing
Yeah,
today?
he is.
Okay.
He is.
God, I want to pick the home plus the field goal. I like CJ Stroud so much, though. Tell me not to do it.
Don't do it.
Nah, but I got to.
That's like, see, that's the stuff that people say when I'm like trying to tell you not to date a chick. Don't do it, bro. But She only gets like that when she drinks.
Wow. What a weird way to hit home for me that you didn't even know.
Just saying,
What a
because I
weird
know.
way. What a weird way to hit home for me that you didn't even know.
Because
Give me the
I know.
Panthers in 3.5 points.
Look, yeah, you guys notice how he just like wanted to just abort the conversation altogether.
I don't like that term that you used either. Give me the Panthers in 3.5 points.
Golly, I can't win today.
They're gonna win at some point.
Yes, they are going to win at some point, but not today. Have
First
you seen
Houston,
Bryce Young play?
First Indy at Chicago. They win in the next 3 weeks. That's what I'm saying.
That's fine.
One of these games in the next 3 weeks, they win. Versus Houston, versus Indy at Chicago. I'm taking the 3.5 at home. I don't know why. I've got no reason for you.
I mean, sure.
I've got no reason.
You're gonna be putting more money in the betting MGM app, but that's cool.
I don't appreciate your mindset right now. Jaguars and Steelers, which we all thought was going to be the premium matchup of the day.
Right. I couldn't sleep last night because I knew this game was coming up.
Jaguars and Steelers, a battle of a 5-2 team and a 4-2 team. How are the Steelers 4-2?
I don't know, and it makes me mad.
And I like Mike Tomlin, but it's just some witchcraft that he is doing right now.
It's some tomfoolery in this motherfucker.
There's no way they should have beat the Rams last week.
Oh my God. Right.
It's like
that offense is so bad.
It's so bad. So bad.
Najee Harris has a bajillion carries for like 10 yards on the season. I mean, you can't make this stuff up.
Jaguars -2.5 on the road. Oh God, I hate picking road favorites so much. What is going on today, Sturls? I hate every game so far.
It was like this last week too, though. Last week's slate sucked.
Man.
I'm going to go with the Jags here.
Yeah,
I just don't have enough confidence in the Steelers offense to keep it going, right? Your defense can only win you so many games.
And yet, here we are. Like, I don't get it.
I know.
Really
and this is how you talk yourself out of it right here, what you just said. Don't do it. Don't date her. Okay?
But I'm so lonely. The Jaguars... the Jaguars, they're just that good next door neighborly type girl, and you should date them. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Right.
I'll take the Jaguars -2.5.
She's got a 796 credit score.
The weather I'm worried about a little bit up there too.
Yeah, it is raining pretty hard.
Is
I
it?
did see that early this morning.
The weather across the country sucked yesterday. But yeah, give me the Jaguars. Oh, I hate it.
God, man, you should say it with a little bit more enthusiasm, buddy.
No, I hate everything so far. Okay, Rams at Cowboys. Rams getting a full touchdown. Why do I want to take that touchdown?
Because the Cowboys let you down. They just do. It's built in their DNA to like games where they play down to the opponent a lot. Listen, Deron Bland is the other cornerback opposite Stephon Gilmore, and Puka Nacua, you're going to have a day against him.
Gonna eat.
Yeah, and I think that's what's going to keep him
him in the game. Every time I trust the Rams, they let me down. Every time.
That's why you got to keep believing. You got to keep the faith.
That is the opposite of what you just said. About the other teams.
The Cowboys are a lost cause, in my opinion.
I don't know that they're a lost
But
cause.
the Rams, and Sean McVay, and the way he calls his offense should give you hope.
I'm going to take the Rams here. Oh, man, but Micah Parsons is going to undress that offensive line.
Puka Nacua, 58 receptions, 752 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the season.
Not if your boy Micah Parsons gets there before Matthew Stafford can even throw the football.
Well, that's true. It's too. I mean, yeah, that's fair.
I'll take
But
the
it ain't
touchdown.
happening.
I'll take the touchdown, just because I feel like that's a lot of points, and it's one
7?
of those. Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like this is more like a field goal game, but doesn't mean it will be.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Give me the Rams on that.
Okay, Vikings at Packers.
This
Man, the
is
Vikings
mediocre
are
bowl number
Vikings
2.
are gonna get right, and it just pisses me off.
Wow.
They're not any good, dude. They're not any good.
No, they suck.
But they're gonna get right. Like they're gonna beat the Packers today and be 500.
God.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It pisses me off.
The Packers. Mm. Mm. Mm.
They did not look good last week. I can tell you that.
No, they didn't.
I will lay the point and take the Vikings in Green Bay.
You're not going to go home dogs here?
The 1 point. No, I'm not going to take the 1 point. For Jordan Love. No, thank you. That Green Bay team looked real bad last week. And the Vikings, like I said, I feel like they're figuring it out a little bit. And for some reason are going to be good again.
Yeah. 38 degrees and raining today at Lambeau.
Well, the Green Bay does have the better running game. But give me Kirk Cousins.
Give me Jordan Love today.
Really?
Home dogs, baby. Home dogs.
Terrible idea.
I know.
Patriots at Dolphins.
Oh,
Patriots
yes.
catching 8.5.
Yes.
Do
the
the
return
Patriots-
of Jalen Ramsey.
Do the Patriots return to the dog shit form they were before?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah, I feel like 8.5 isn't even remotely close to enough.
And it's going to be 81 degrees in Miami. Like, of all the places, they got good weather today, which is nice.
Yeah, give me the Dolphins. I'll lay the 8.5. I would have laid.
Yep. I think they're going to get them by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, like the Patriots got their feel-good win. They're on the road.
Mm-hmm.
They're enjoying the sunshine instead of the shitty weather of New England. I feel like they're going to get blasted. But I also felt like they were going to get blasted last week, and how did that go for us?
Of Tua Tagovailoa's 2,092 passing yards, 902 of those have gone to Tyreek Hill.
And?
That's just crazy. I mean, he's good. That dude, he's almost at 1,000 yards.
I mean, he predicted he would break the record this year, didn't he?
Yeah. I hope he doesn't.
Oh, I definitely hope he doesn't. But we don't get to decide that, unfortunately. Saints at Colts.
God, all these games suck, dude.
Yeah, man, they really do. Is this 2 backup quarterbacks, too? I think it is, isn't it?
No, Derek Carr's playing.
Is Carr playing?
Yeah, Moss is questionable now with a foot injury.
Well, that just means more Jonathan Taylor, so.
Sure.
It's not necessarily.
Michael Pittman saying he doesn't like his role in the offense. Josh Downs is looking pretty good.
Michael Pittman's good enough to do that? Because I'm annoyed when Devontae Adams says that, but he's good. Is Michael Pittman good enough to say that?
I mean, I think he's a good receiver, right? Devontae's great, so he can say it. But no, you ain't done nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
That'd be like Gabe Davis saying he's not happy by his role.
Yeah, Khalil Shakir comes through and's like, I'm not happy with my role in this offense. Like, cool. Sit
so
on the bench
go sit down. Bye.
There's so much dysfunction in that Saints locker room right now.
Yeah.
Give me the Colts plus the 2.5 points.
Oh God. Both these teams suck. They suck.
I don't think the Colts suck. I really don't. They suck.
Don't?
They suck in. Let me rephrase that. They suck in very different ways. Saints suck in a way that like they should be good. You want them to be good because you look at their defense and you're like, oh, their defense is awesome, but they're awful. They're terrible. The Colts suck in a way where it's like, I can see what you're doing here, and give Anthony Richardson another real good draft this upcoming year, and we can talk. We can hang out. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
You know, like you're getting out of rehab, and so we can spend some time together and figure out if this is gonna work.
It all comes back to that. You're doing it to yourself today. I'm just telling that right now. The anguish.
Yeah, it's been very lonely, Sterls. All right, I think this is our last 11 o'clock. No, a couple more. Jets at Giants. Okay. Jets and
This
Giants.
is not the
both
Battle
in
of New York, by the way. It's not.
I mean, I get what people say. It is technically right. I just don't care enough to have this fight with people. I really don't.
Did you know that the Giants haven't beaten the Jets in the last 3 meetings?
Did you know that I don't care?
Oh man!
Listen,
Whoever gets the 21st wins this game.
the offenses look so much better with Tyrod Taylor. Not to say that the offenses look good, but the Giants' offenses look so much better with Tyrod Taylor. I think the Jets' defense is just too good.
Yeah, I
really
agree.
do. I really do. And they're for the Buffalo Bills. They're annoyingly the Jets have to be 4-3. Has to happen. Jets coming off a bye, like they beat the Eagles, went into the bye, right? Isn't that right? Do I have that timeline right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Give me the Jets. Give me the Jets, and I'll hang the 3.
Yeah, Sauce is out of concussion protocol. DJ Reed, they're both playing today. Yeah, no, I agree. The Jets will win. Whoever gets the 21st wins. That's how it's going to go.
I don't even know that you got to get to 20, my man. I think that's ambitious of you saying
Damn,
whoever
what,
gets to
13?
21st.
13?
Whoever puts up 3 scores first. All right, Eagles and Commanders. Eagles laying 7 at Washington. Man, this Commanders team has just evaporated. Like it's been like they've been going through the, what's that called? Atmosphere.
Yeah, the last time they played, it went to overtime. The Eagles came out, I think 31-29 or something like that. I feel like if there's an upset of the week, I think it could be this one.
Get out.
Jalen Hurts looks like shit this year. He does.
They beat the Dolphins last week.
Jalen didn't.
Yeah, he did actually. He was the starting quarterback.
He was out there. Yes, he was out there. He participated in the win.
Why are you hating on the Birds?
Because why not?
Because I think they're good. They have the best offensive line in football, in my opinion.
And defensive line.
It was better in years past, but okay.
And you know what? They're barely squeaking by teams. Like you,
squeaking by.
Yeah.
Go ahead, make your point.
I feel like they should be more dominant.
They have 1 loss.
I don't care. You know, they went to the Super Bowl last year.
They won 31-17 against the team that everybody was picking to win the Super Bowl last week.
I don't care.
What else do you want from them?
I hate them.
I mean, okay. So you're admitting that this is purely personal, is what you're saying.
Oh, it's more than personal.
Why do you hate the Eagles? What a weird
Cause,
team to hate.
cause I don't like their fan base.
I mean, Philly people, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm just saying.
What
I'm
if I
taking the
told you I was
Eagles.
born from there?
I'll lay the touchdown. The last time these two teams played, it was close. I think the Eagles don't let that happen again. Like the Commanders almost jump up and bit them last time, and I think that's all the wake up call they need.
Here's a question for you: will Montez Sweat and Chase Young make it through the trade deadline as Commanders?
I believe that they believe that their defensive line is how they get to be good, and so yes.
They said that they could be had for second round picks.
I would find that very hard to believe, if I'm being completely honest. Unless you're going to fire Ron Rivera and just start the whole damn thing over, get rid of Sam Howell.
Which they should do anyways.
Not with a 3-4 record. Like you better do a lot of losing between now and the end of the season to find yourself whoever the next guy is. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because
Ron Rivera's track record says 7, 8, or 9 wins every season.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to end up in Quinn Ewers territory, and I don't think that's going to go particularly well for you. David says, but they need contracts, right? A second for somebody you don't plan to re-sign isn't bad. You better plan to re-sign them. Like that's the only way this team is.
They
good,
got the
man.
money,
and that's the only way this team gets good. Like, I feel like they have underrated weapons, but I don't know, man. I can't see any path to greatness for them other than that defensive line finally living up to expectations. So I think if you're doing that, you're talking about a full-blown rebuild. And I don't know if they have it in them. I really don't. All right, let's take a little quick break here before we get to the afternoon games, and we will be right back. All right. Commercial question of the day number 2.
Let's go.
Corner brownie or middle brownie?
Middle. But you know what? I do like the hard outside of that.
You like that little chewy outside. Now it can't be like crisped. You know what I mean? You can't burn that shit.
Well, a little bit more texture.
Yeah, like that little harder outside portion of it.
Okay. I'll go corner if it's like that right when you take it out.
Right. That's it.
That's the best.
See, here's the thing. The middle brownie at that point though is like literally
Gooey.
melt in your mouth, like falling apart. Yeah.
Give me corner.
Wow, I swayed him.
You know how messy that middle brownie is?
I like it messy. Get all up in there. You know what I mean?
I mean, sticky for the icky. You know, you speaking my language.
I'll lick my fingers right off at the end.
Buddy.
I ain't got no issues with it. David says middle. David's watching on YouTube, so he doesn't even have to subscribe to catch the commercial question.
Okay, but in all fairness, though, David subscribes to us in real life.
Yeah,
he gets
so
a pass.
why can't he give us both $5 on Twitch as well?
You know he does need to pay us, don't he?
Hell yes. Putting up with his ass? Are you kidding me? I need him this year is the problem. Because I cannot be there in time to save my own seats. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Commercial question number 2 was middle brownie or corner brownie. And I'm talking about licking fingers, and that's what you missed. So
That
subscribe,
sounds sus, bro.
subscribe, and you get to hear that conversation next time. All right, like, subscribe, follow. Make sure you go follow Sturls on his social medias as well. Yes, we still call it Twitter. It's not X. Mostly because the service I used to make these graphics didn't have an X logo. So it's but also
That's the reason.
but also their domain is still twitter.com. So fuck you. I don't know. Like whatever.
After
All right.
dark.
Ravens and Cardinals. Ravens laying 9.5. Everybody wants the Ravens to be that great team. They finally
Okay, they
looked
did
like
surprise us last week.
They finally looked like it. Can they keep doing it, Sturls?
No, not today.
Wow.
9.5 is a big number.
Definitive. A definitive no.
No.
Tell me why.
Cardinals at home, Baltimore traveling across the country to the west side. And I think, coming off that big win like that, that team, to me, hasn't. They got a lot of new pieces, and I feel like they're young. I just don't feel like it's something. It's the NFL, and it's a fickle bitch. They're gonna come back to earth. They'll win, but I don't think they're gonna cover that 9 points. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna take the Ravens. I'm gonna lay the 9.5. I've been trusting the Cardinals this whole time, and I've been getting screwed by a half point every freaking time. I'm not doing it.
You want to know why? Because you haven't learned to forgive. You're still harboring bitterness.
I'm not doing it. I picked you with 9.5 against the Seahawks. You lost by 10. I picked you with 12.5 against the Niners. You lost by 13. Like I don't even remember what the exact numbers were. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not doing it. I think maybe something has clicked in with this Ravens offense. For every other coach, I shouldn't say that. We have to constantly remind people that these new schemes, they take like a little bit of time for everybody to feel comfortable knowing what they're doing in them. I'm going to bank on the fact that last week was you seeing the Ravens get comfortable with what they're doing on their offense. I mean, they marched up and down the field.
They did.
Up and down the field against a good Lions team. So I'm going to lay the 9.5. I'll take the Ravens. This is your chance.
Like crap.
This is your chance, Baltimore. I've been saying for weeks that you play down to the level of your competition and you always keep it close when it shouldn't be and you lose games to the freaking Colts. This is your chance, Baltimore. Do not fuck this up. Go out there and put it on the Cardinals. You're the better team. You hear me? Do you hear me? Bengals 49ers. Bengals 49ers. Bengals catching 4.5. Brock Purdy cleared to play. First player this year that's cleared from concussion protocol within the same week. Does that sound a little fishy to anybody? Does that sound a little fishy? Sound a little fishy to anybody?
I mean,
sounds a little fishy to me.
They need him. And we need the 49ers to win this game. So.
Who's we?
The Bills. Wouldn't you agree to that?
No.
Oh, God. You're a hater today.
Why'd
you wake up in such a bad mood, huh?
I am in a fucking awful mood.
Who pissed you off, man?
Everybody. This is what being alone does to you, bro. Listen, the Bengals, I think, are going to end up in a wild card spot.
Shit.
I think the Ravens get it done.
You think so?
Over the course of the season. So, yeah, I'm not necessarily concerned Um, Niners have lost 2 in a row. Finally back at home. Brock Purdy cleared to play.
Yep.
Give me a little vengeance here. Give me a little. We're not letting this turn into a 3-game losing streak. I do like the points because I feel like this game is going to be stupid and end weird at the end. But give me the Niners.
Yeah, no, the Niners, I mean, there's no question. They're going to win this game. The Niners will win this game. You just don't you feel like the shine is kind of wearing off on Brock Purdy a little bit? Like I mean, I didn't never thought he was that good. I thought he was okay. He does what he's asked to do.
He's a good quarterback.
He's okay. He's okay. Okay to good.
It's okay in this world to not have somebody be an MVP candidate or trash. You know what I mean? Like there can be
It is.
can be middle ground there.
Yeah, but it's Brock Purdy we're talking about.
Just saying. I don't think you're
he's
wrong.
okay.
I'm
He's
saying
okay.
that to agree with you. Like he's just a good quarterback.
But I feel like a lot of people wanted to put him in the upper echelon.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like we don't have to do that. We don't have to just go like, oh, the dude's an MVP candidate. Like he's got a guy who's scored a touchdown every game for the past 15 games on his freaking team. Maybe he's not the MVP. Maybe the other guy is.
The question I have is the Bengals offensive line, man. That right there that's going to be it. Like, can you protect Burrow or not? Now, Burrow apparently is fully healthy. Like, fully healthy now.
They're coming off a bye too, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. So, I want to see what he looks like, what the offense looks like. You know, I'm going to be watching that game closely just because they play the Bills next week.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. That's a big one for the Bills mentally.
We're going to have a pissed off Bengals team to play because they are going to lose to the 49ers today. Okay. Chiefs and Broncos from a snowy cold in Power Field. Yep.
We know the outcome of this game.
No, I don't think we do.
Oh, so the Broncos have a chance?
I'll take the Broncos in the 7 points for sure. For sure, I'll take the Broncos in the 7 points.
You sure you want to do that? You sure?
Miss Queen, what's good? We're going to Thanksgiving USA in November. What are you all thankful for? You know, let me get a little philosophical on you here as you go through your mind about why the Broncos have a chance in this game and why I'm taking the 7 points. And tell you that I'm thankful for the seasons, Miss Queen. Because, you know, everybody's complaining about snow and gray and cold. But you know what? I like fall.
Fall was great.
Dare I say it? I even like winter.
That's fine.
I don't mind the cold. I don't. And
I don't want to be cliche with my answer, but I'm going to be. It's not a Hallmark card.
Well, so I'm thankful for the seasons.
For the seasons, which I like that. Family and friends, man.
Sturls is thankful for a write-up on his kid at a basketball game.
I am very thankful for that, but I'm thankful for friends and family. Like, I don't mess with a lot of people, you know, like that I call actual friends. I don't, because you know how I am. But I'm thankful for people like you, you know, Dave,
for Miss Queen.
Miss Queen.
That's nice.
For reminding us what we, to be thankful, because I can come in here and bitch about a lot of stuff, and I do sometimes. You know, it's good to kind of pull the veil back and go, yeah, I'm thankful for this or that.
Miss Queen with an excellent answer. I'm thankful for Bill and the Pats not being on top of the NFL this year.
Yes, thank God. I love it. I love it.
It's fine with me. Appreciate that answer too.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and tell me why the Chiefs are going to win so I can tell you why you should take Broncos in the points.
The Broncos ain't gonna do shit. It's the Chiefs. They never get it together with the Chiefs. Last game was close. This game won't be.
There has been how much snow you got, Searles? 4
I
inches,
don't
5
know.
inches?
Sure.
I got something like 5 inches out there. It is in the 20s in terms of temperature. There is supposed to be more snow this evening after kickoff. It's supposed to get worse before it gets better. I think very much the Chiefs aren't going to want to be out there. And I think the Broncos are motivated to end the fucking streak. They have lost 16 games in a row to the Chiefs. 16. That is Bills Pats territory, my man.
God.
That's Steelers Browns territory.
No, it is. I just don't think the Broncos, they're not going to win this game. At least say that. Now, the spread, okay, I can give you the spread. But winning the game outright, no.
I'm absolutely taking the 7 points, and I would think about the money line.
Take the money line then. Go ahead and take it. You don't want to do it. You don't want to do it.
I don't have to. Did you read the title of the show?
Yeah, you do.
No. Did you read the title of the show?
Listen, you have to do a post-game
Your
show today.
NFL pregame show. We pick every game against the spread.
I'm telling you, because you do the post-game show for the Broncos, you should have to pick the money line here.
No. I shouldn't.
Yeah.
No.
You know when they say grab...
I do think they win this one.
Grab life by the balls.
Do you want me to tell you why I think they win this one, or is it just suffice it enough to say that
Tell me. Tell me.
I don't think you really want to know. It doesn't feel like you actually want to know why the Broncos win this game.
Why buddy.
Listen, guess who the better rushing team is?
The Broncos.
By a long shot.
Mahomes has the flu, by the way. It just came up.
Guess who can't
Hold on.
use his legs to get away the same way in the snow that he would be able to on a regular day?
Listen, Patrick Mahomes dealing with the flu. Mahomes needed IVs to suit up versus the Broncos.
Guess whose speed with people like Isaiah Pacheco doesn't matter as much in the snow? Guess who's got some fierce pass rushers? I really do like the young pass rushers that the Broncos have. Cooper, Benito, Browning.
You know what? I'm going, all right. You know what? You talked me into it.
No. You said Chiefs. No, you said Chiefs. But I'm telling you that on this game, I am picking the Broncos not to cover, to win. I'm picking them to win.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
And Patrick Mahomes having the flu is just the icing on the cake.
Okay.
Who you got? You taking the Chiefs? Lay the 7. Be a man.
I can't.
I talked him out of it. You know, for a guy who talks so much shit about having confidence, he wavers.
Okay.
He wavers. He wavers like a tree in the wind, bending and twisting.
This is different.
Folding.
If you said, hey,
yeah, okay,
get that girl's number and make it happen. Done. I don't care who it is. Girl, come here. But playing with my money is a whole different ball game, baby.
Very easy to change your mind. Hey, look at this dog shit Sunday night game we got to talk about.
Oh yeah.
But before
that
we
thing.
do, make your damn pick.
The Bears and the Chargers.
No, make your Bronco pick.
Oh, give me the. You know what? Give me the Chiefs.
He's
With the
a flip flopper. You'd never survive a presidential.
Hey, you know what? Let me tell you why they're going to win and win big, because Jordan had the flu game. This is Mahomes' flu game. He is going to have like 4 touchdown passes today. Watch.
No. Jordan had a flu game in like the NBA Finals.
I don't care. You see how much they cream all over themselves talking about Mahomes?
Nobody cares if he has a flu game against the Denver Broncos in the regular season. Nobody cares.
Taylor Swift and Britney. Taylor bought Britney gifts. People care. If that man hurts his finger, if he gets a cut in his finger, people are, oh my God. And guess what? Travis Kelce, Mr. Pfizer, as Aaron Rodgers calls him.
You're going to act like it's going to go down in history that he had the flu versus the Broncos today.
Oh, yeah. How many times are we going to hear about, Mahomes has the flu today, and look at this throw?
You're going to hear it a bunch, but it's not going to be like a crowning achievement.
It doesn't even look like
MJ flu
Look at
game.
him battling this sickness, and Mahomes on the sideline, like, just looking.
Broncos win.
You just have to say that because you have to do post game.
I don't have to say nothing. Been telling everybody how bad the Broncos have been forever.
That's why they hate you.
They do hate me. I tell it like it is, though. I ain't lying to them.
They freaking hate you.
I ain't lying to them about it. Bears at Chargers.
Oh, God.
Is this going to be a home game for the Bears?
I think they're in L.A.
Is this going to be a home game for the Bears?
The Chargers, man, you gotta beat them. Like, this is you gotta.
They are.
We can't even be having this conversation.
They are 10-point favorites, and we're debating about if they can beat this Bears team. Like, that is brutal. Somebody needs to have a talk with them.
Fire Coach Staley.
I don't think that's going to help at this point. Should have done that last offseason. And I like Kellen Moore, too. I really do. And here we are. Are you taking the 9.5 or are you leaving it? What you want?
What you want? Give me the Bears 9.5.
Oh, after all that, and if you're going to do that, you got to make a case for it. So let's hear it.
Look. The Bears defensively, they're not terrible. They're not terrible.
Make a case for it.
But
the Bears defensively aren't terrible.
No, I just feel like this is one of those chip on your shoulder kind of games. Tyson Badgett going up against Justin Herbert, who's a good quarterback. Okay, I know you don't like him, but he's a good quarterback. I mean, DJ Moore could have a good game. Who's going to cover him? They ain't got nobody cover him.
Who's going to throw it to him?
Well, see, and that's the thing. Jesus is going to come down and give young Tyson the arm of a god. You're going to have a golden strap.
Chargers are going to go Baltimore Ravens on this and light them up. Give me the Chargers. I'll lay the points.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. The Tyson Bagent soap opera Cinderella story ends tonight. I hope you enjoyed your week in the sun. You threw for 184 yards.
Yeah.
There was like a pick six in that game. You were playing the Raiders. It ends tonight. Khalil Mack eats him alive. All right, real quick thoughts on Monday Night Football. Raiders at Lions. Raiders getting a touchdown, 7.5. Lions looked like
No.
dog shit the last time they played.
The Lions are going to blow them out because they got their ass beat last week. They're too good of a team to have 2 letdowns.
Are they though? This is the problem
I think so.
I've been saying this all year. Like, the hardest thing for teams that are turning into good teams to do is win the games you're supposed to win. You're coming off of losses. Feels like a very Lions-y game to lose, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right?
But
like
I think they
you
get it
lost.
done.
You got handled by a good team last week. You coming home. You should win this game. Get back on track, and instead you're going to be 5-3. Doesn't that feel like what's going to happen?
I think it's a different Lions team, man. I think they get it done. They get it done.
I hate the Raiders. Like, with every little piece of my heart. Can we talk about Axel and how I was right? Thank you.
Axel.
Yeah. Did you know that Brian Hoyer's real first
Yeah,
name is
we talked
Axel?
about it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I told you about Axel last week when somebody was in here picking the Raiders. Do you remember that?
Man, he looked like shit.
He's 50. Like, what do you expect?
Is he the new Vinny Testaverde?
He's older than shit, man. Like, of course he was awful.
He's Vinny Testaverde.
There's ain't no way he should have an NFL job, much less get a start versus somebody.
That's like starting a McCown.
At least a McCown isn't going to lose you the game. Brian Hoyer lost that game 7-6. Because he threw a pick six that went for a touchdown and only scored 6 points the whole time. So even if the Bears offense never touches the field, Brian Hoyer loses that game 7-6.
That's rough. Just think if you're a Vegas fan, and you can't be sitting at home thinking, oh, we get Jimmy G back. He's going to get hurt in the second quarter. I mean, it never finishes the game. And when he plays, he doesn't do anything.
I don't even know if he's playing this week. I really don't think it matters.
He's playing.
I don't think it matters at all. Totally irrelevant. I don't know why. You went into the offseason and your quarterback plan was to get rid of one shitty quarterback and bring in another shitty quarterback.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
I don't know. Jimmy G, I don't think he's as shitty as everybody thinks he is, I guess. But
you don't. God dang.
I mean,
He's
he did
awful,
take a team
dude.
to the Super Bowl. Let's talk about that. You know?
He didn't do that.
Yeah, he did.
That scheme
happened.
took them to the Super Bowl.
Doesn't matter. He was there and ready to beat Patrick Mahomes too. By the way, remember that?
God, yeah, no, he was so ready that they didn't get it done.
Do you remember that it was their defense that didn't get it done and not him?
Yeah. And the world's never been the same.
Yeah, and then we've had to listen to Patrick Mahomes for the rest of time. Because they couldn't stop a 4th and 20.
Yeah.
Something like that. 4th and 20? I feel like it was 4th and 20. And now our life is dominated by Patrick Mahomes because of it.
I need a drink.
Yeah, me too.
You?
Holy cripes, do I need a drink. All right. Well, let's wrap this thing up then. Are we doing, do you want to do a dog parlay this week? I'm fine not doing it.
All these games are dog.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. None of these inspired me.
Yeah.
I like Bengals money line, maybe. And none of these are
Ain't nothing that, like,
Giants are maybe
go,
interesting.
No, man.
I guess I would maybe bet on the Steelers. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even like. There's not even 3 dogs that I like. I say no.
All right, sounds good.
Is that you saying no to?
Yeah,
All
they're
right.
all
Well,
dog.
They are all dogs. Lord knows if I'll be on the post game show tonight. We'll see if I can get out of my parking spot in my condo.
We'll see if I can make the chili. I'm like determined to get my butt there and go get ingredients for
You
chili.
better go, bro. You got, what is it that tells you? You got 42 minutes before
Right.
football kicks off.
Yo.
All right, this has been your NFL pregame show. Guys, feel free to hit us up.
Yeah.
Say what's up. Say what's up on Twitter, on Instagram. Jump in the chat next time. We like talking to y'all. And you guys are quiet today. Made me upset. I don't like it. I don't like it. There were viewers in here. It's not like nobody was watching. Everybody was quiet today. And I don't know if it's the weather, because it's been shitty across the whole country. But I think we all need to think to ourselves, next week, you got to bring out.
You want to know why it was
what I mean?
quiet? Because the only thing you're missing in that photo in your backdrop is a wolf somewhere. It looks like it needs a wolf, doesn't it? Well, there it is. It's just hidden.
It's a lion. But
Same thing.
Man, what you want? You can buy me a backdrop?
Hell yeah, I'll buy you a backdrop. Tell me
Shut
what you
the
want.
fuck up. I don't want you to buy me nothing. All right. I love y'all. Have a good day. Enjoy your NFL Sunday. Feel free to be tweeting us about picks and stuff. Everybody's at home today anyway, right? Ain't nobody going to a bar today. So tweet us. Tell us what you're watching. And I hope you have an excellent evening. Sturls.
Hey, yo.
I love you.
Love you too, man.
All right. We out of here.
All right, dude.